Da 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 da. I hope that was in the right key. I did not check the note before I started singing that. I hope the tempo was right too. Hey, welcome to the practice log. Oh my god, what do I usually say? Singing in the beginning made me forget everything. Let's go to the chair now, shall we? Oh, I forgot to mention, my name is Cameron. Hey! How you doing? Hope you're doing alright. Man, I'll tell you what, I haven't done anything today. I need a video because I literally don't have a video for tomorrow. So that is today's video. I will be editing it tonight too. So guess what, I'm probably not going to practice as long as usual because I don't want to go to bed at like 2 a.m. But you know, I just wanted to check in. It's Friday for you right now. For me, it's Thursday night. Usually you get me from like a few days ago. You're getting me from like last night. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, my day's been pretty good. I spent basically the whole day with a friend, and we had a lot of fun, and that's good because I'll tell you, my life, like between the ages of 22 and 26, has been a lot of work and no play. So it's nice to have a day. And honestly, the last like couple weeks, I've been doing a lot of playing and not so much working. It kind of feels like a vacation, which is nice. But there's also this like uneasiness I get from not working as much. Like I feel really unproductive and it bothers me a lot. I have a really hard time like chilling out. Sometimes the best way for me to chill out is to pour a glass of wine or Sierra Nevada or tequila or whatever I'm drinking that week and just bang out some notes on the old 6-string. So that's what we're going to be doing now. But not before I talk to you for a little bit. Which, I gotta say, I feel like I've been neglecting you guys a little bit. I think maybe you might notice that I haven't been replying to as many comments this week. It's because I'm screwing around and doing nothing. So, sorry, but I'll try to get to them. I'm going to get to a few of them today because there's been a lot of interesting topics of discussion going around about investing, about a bunch of stuff. So I'm just going to kind of go through things. This is going to be the Friday comment section answering day. Let's go through some of the videos that I put out this week. First, I had one, how to make a living as a musician. And in the thumbnail, it says, get a real job, of course. Let's go to that video, because there were some things I wanted to say about some of those comments. Ooh, that video's got 1,200 views so far. You're looking at YouTube royalty right here. Boom, what can I say? And this is really mind-blowing. That video has been watched for 116 hours in total. That's kind of weird to think about. Hopefully they enjoyed watching it. I would assume they did if they watched it for so long. And that's an average of 5 minutes and 38 seconds for that video. And it's a 25-minute video, so I guess they didn't enjoy it that much. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. That video was basically about me answering the question of, is there a future in music? Like, especially in, like, academic music, like going to school and stuff. Can you make that into a living? The answer is, like, yeah, I did. I don't know how, like, reproducible it is to do that. I feel like if you're tenacious in any field, you'll make something happen eventually. Even if you're just tenacious in general, you might learn that that field is a complete waste of time and you go on to a different field. Things get bad when you give up. That was my main point of that video. There's one comment that I wanted to get to in particular. This one is from Albino Dino 5050, and you have a picture of Yoshi from Mario. You guys know. You said, like Pablo said, this video brought me some peace of mind. That's great. Yeah, dude. If you do everything I do, you can be just like me, and that should set you at ease right there. I'm in my second year of undergrad, and I have doubts every day about a career in music, but I'm glad you figured out a way to make it work. Every day, yeah. Dude, that's so funny. When I was in college, I didn't have doubts about anything. I, just didn't even think about my future at all. I just assumed that I would just be broke and have nothing and just be a kid forever. So that's good that you're thinking about it. It sounds like you mostly just teach. I mostly did just teach. I still teach a lot right now. I teach way less than I used to. My main job right now is this YouTube channel and getting students from this YouTube channel. And also selling merch. Did you know I have a merch store? That's another way I make money. So if you want to support a loser guitarist like me, if you want me to be a loser for longer without having any responsibilities, you can buy a shirt, and you're making the world worse because I get to live. God, this is like, my ads are so bad. Oh my god, it's been like 2 weeks and my ads are just going to crap. Hey, you want a shirt? Go fuck yourself. I don't mean that. I'm just joking around. It helps. Like, guys, I put a lot of work into this. I sink like 30 hours-ish a week into this YouTube channel, and I don't make anything for it. It's all just like a passion project. So if you want to support that, if this channel helps you, inspires you to practice, or if you just enjoy listening to a loser guitarist ramble about whatever, buy a shirt. That's the way you can support me. They're a little expensive. Look at it as like charity. You're giving money to me. You're also giving money to Heidi too, the one who designed the website and all the shirt designs. So, you know, there you go. I need to work on developing my elevator pitch on that. I could probably lose some of the sarcasm. So, it sounds like you mostly just teach, but do you or anybody else here have any tips for how to find good background music gigs? Hey, what, you assume I don't have any good tips for you? Can anybody else here help me? I need to start looking for opportunities to make some money on the side, and I don't know where to start, besides dropping business cards off at 2 million places. Well, my friend, you kinda answered your question there, except I wouldn't just drop off business cards. I'll start with this. You say background music specifically. I assume you're just referring to like restaurant gigs where it's not like a concert hall that you're playing in, but you're just sort of like in a establishment. People are like eating or like socializing or whatever, and you're just playing guitar. I do have some experience with that. I'll tell you, every classical guitar like background music gig that I've done, oof. Wow. My fingers felt weird doing that. Yeah, so every gig that I've had like that, which I haven't had like many, to be fair, it just came from me just being like a regular at a place or just walking into a place and asking if they wanted a guitarist to play. I would probably just recommend doing that. I think back on a story that my professor told the class back when I was in college. Basically, once he got his master's degree, he pretty much just called every venue that he could and just got gigs that way. Like, no relying on anybody, no like moping around and wanting a gig. You just call the place and they say like yes, no, or maybe, and you leave your information, and that's pretty much it. And this is my part that I'm throwing in. If you really want to ensure that you're going to get some gigs, maybe do some for free. I know that you guys hate the idea of working for free, but I seem to love it, I guess. I don't know why. Free samples are a thing. It makes it way easier to commit to you. If you like show up and do a free one, you'd play really well, you deliver everything you promised, the night goes really well and they want you again, well, now you charge, and they'll probably pay it because they have like proof that it's going to work, and you sort of establish your value that way. As far as getting the gigs, like you'll always hear in the music world, oh, like any gig you get, you gotta know somebody. I don't believe in that at all. I totally believe that you forge your own destiny, you decide what you're gonna do, and introducing yourself to just whoever is so powerful. Introducing yourself is hard because it's kind of awkward, you like don't feel confident or whatever, but it's amazing what that can do. Just putting yourself on their radar and you tell them what you do. You might not get a gig like that week or something, but they'll remember. They might give you a call sometime. And you do that to like however many restaurants are in your area and you'll get some gigs. Again, they might be free at first, but you could relatively easily build up like a network of restaurants. It just takes making those phone calls. I know how hard it is too. I know exactly how hard it is to make those phone calls, or just like walk into the store, of course. But yeah, that's what I would do. Alright, what else we got? Okay, here's a light one. Kennedy Ivy. Please explain the foot. Well, my feet, I use them to walk around and to like move around and stuff. Like when I go to the piano bench, I'm gonna use my feet to walk there. I don't really know what else there is to say about them. Okay, Lost Soul Ascension. Your foot looks dead, like for real. Is that Soar's foot? Okay, well this I can explain. I am half Cuban and I tan very quickly. I also wear sneakers all the time with like socks. I know, I wear socks like when I go out. Basically what that means is I have a really tan leg and a white foot, and it kind of makes me look like a kitty cat with white little paws. So that's what's going on there. Alright, this one's from Philaric. Put some socks and shoes on, dude. First, I'm not gonna wear socks. We've already established that I don't wear socks. Why don't I wear socks? Because I'm covering all my bases. The foot fetish people out there, they make up a larger than you'd think portion of the population. This is a pretty niche channel, so whenever I can add some interest anywhere, I'm gonna add it. And it's really easy to show my feet, so, you know. Post in the comments if you're not interested in guitar at all and you only watch my channel for the feet. Let me know who you are. Show your face, you coward. I think that's all the comments on that video. So this is from my video, Cliffs of Dover on Other Instruments. Is it cool or lame? It's lame, But you might have noticed that that was a rather, like, depressed log. Go and watch it if you haven't. I, like, said a bunch of stuff that led you to think that I was having, like, a bad time, which I kind of was. It's pretty normal for me, especially at night, like, to just get kind of depressed and, like, not want to do anything. And that's sort of the purpose of this practice log. It helps me practice when I'm not excited about practicing, because I have this sort of obligation to fulfill now. But this is a comment from Alex B. In a sea of overly cheerful, practice this or that for a minute a day to become a master pro. It's refreshing to see a fellow human experiencing the ups and downs that we all share. Yes, fellow human. Hello, I'm not an AI. Don't worry about the pressure of trying to please. Just do you. Also, the sarcasm is on point. That's too kind. Don't encourage me. That's a bad idea. That log was rather depressed, and I don't mean to alarm anybody with that. This practice log is an emotional outlet for me. It's many things. It's also like a place of business, which is a kind of weird thing to also have as an emotional outlet. But that's what it is, and I feel like that's what a lot of YouTube channels are. If this were a TV show, it would make sense that if I had a flexible schedule of filming, if I was in a bad mood, I should just not film and wait for me to be in a good mood. But when I'm in a bad mood, I also still want to express like how bad I feel, and this gives me an opportunity to do that, which based on that you might think that I'm in like a bad place in my life. No, I'm actually in a pretty good place in my life. I feel pretty like generally happy. Man, I'll tell you, like a few years ago though, when I was like 22, 23, 24, I was pretty depressed like a lot of the time, and I think a lot of that came from like not knowing what to do like career wise. Once I did find a career, which was just teaching in this case, things seemed very bleak because my success and like income was directly correlated with the amount of hours that I work. So it was just like, well, I just need to work more, I guess. Like working like 44 hours a week, I need to work like 50 hours a week if I want to make more money. And then I would just extrapolate that out 40 years, and I was like, I'm not gonna make it. Like, we're not making this 40 years. There's no way. Some of those weeks were torturous. Like, I think back to when I was living in this crappy house with like 3 roommates. I would just work like all day basically. And they would comment on it too, because I was the only one working from home, and I was just always teaching in there. And my routine after that was I would get a filet mignon steak or like a ribeye. Like, I go to the Ingles I live next to, and I get the on sale steak. I get that. I had a bottle of Glenlivet, and then I also had a bottle of wine, and I would drink both of them at the same time. Sometimes with an oven pizza in the oven. I didn't care. I was like completely unhealthy at this time too, but I just needed to like have something at the end of every single day, or else I would go insane. And I was going insane. And that's sort of a side effect of like the grind. Like, I know that I kind of like glorified it in like the last log or so. Like, you need to go through like those 2 years of just like grinding. It was really awful. And I don't mean to sound like a complainer, like I'm afraid of hard work or anything. It was depressing, like just living through each week. I had one day off. It was Sunday. The best part of my week was just getting that PayPal hit and just like seeing all the money come in. And it was just like, oh yeah, all right. And then it was just another week of hell, which also sucks because something like that shouldn't be hell. Like, I'm teaching people how to play guitar, but just the sheer volume I was dealing in was completely unmanageable. So that, in combination with I had no emotional outlet, I was not doing very well during that time. And in fact, a lot of that turned around when I started making these YouTube videos. And I think really, like, I was kind of at a breaking point, like emotionally, when I started this. That first log that I filmed, that never even got released, it was essentially me just screaming for help, like, please somebody acknowledge me. And then ever since then, for like those first 40 logs, it was essentially just that over and over again, where I just wanted to share my feelings and get them out there. And then since like the community that's formed around it, I feel like seen and heard. And when I'm having a rough day like I was having then, I really appreciate that I can just have the rough day and just say whatever I need to say, and then just practice guitar. It's just an expression of what I'm feeling. Before then, I would just teach for like 10 hours, and then I would express myself through like cooking a filet mignon and drowning in Glenlivet. And, you know, that's not good. I mean, I still drink, but, you know, things are much better now. Things are so much better. Way more balanced. I don't make nearly as much money. In fact, I'm kind of bleeding money right now. But things are good. Things are just generally good. So I guess where I'm going with all that, or what I'm kind of gathering from the words that I'm saying now. You want to have a career. You want to make money, all that. Having an outlet's important. And I don't think an outlet like mine is good for everybody. I think I'm just the type of personality that wants attention. So that's why this outlet works well for me. You might not want that though. You might want to do it through something else, like, I don't know, maybe just playing guitar, like without filming it. Maybe that is enough of an outlet. I don't entirely know where I was going with that. I think I answered a question at some point. Okay, I'm gonna practice. I don't know how long I'm gonna practice for, but yeah, We'll see. I'll see you in the piano bench. Oh man, just to give you an idea of how much of an outlet this is, I filmed that talking portion for 30 minutes, and it literally felt like 1 second, which is kind of crazy, and that's how it always feels. The talking portions are actually my favorite thing to do, but there's not always something to talk about, so I don't always do them. That's when I resort to the computer and let somebody else talk. Not today. There's stuff to say today, I guess. Alright, well, my tablet is buffering, so I'm gonna wait for that to load. Thankfully, I already have most of the Morel Sonatina memorized. Also, my M finger is feeling weird. Not in like a painful way, but in like a focal dystonia way. I was playing IM scales the other day, and my M kept like tripping up in a way that like didn't ever happen before. I filed my nail and it seems better now. But yeah, this might be it for me. We'll see. I'll see you on the other side. You know, this might be a record. I'm done. I only worked on one piece. Ooh, one piece. It was the Morel Sonatine Movement 2. I'm gonna play it for you. I was gonna play it from memory, but I know I'm not gonna make it through it all the way, and I kinda wanna get like a decent recording of it. Sorry. Come on over. I know it's lame, but we're gonna use the sheet music. Again, what's new? I've been doing that for months and months. It's funny, because I'm working on, like, interpretation stuff now, but it's still not fully memorized, so it's, like, kind of stupid. But it's alright. Okay, that was take 2. Because I didn't practice for that long. I did a couple takes of that one. I think that was probably the winner there. I should practice more. I practiced for 30 minutes today. How long did you practice for? Post in the comments. How long did you go for? Oh yeah, by the way, I don't think I have focal dystonia. I think I was just being stupid. I think I have focal dystonia like once a month, to be fair. Along with other diseases. I'm kind of a hypochondriac. Alright, well... What'd you think of that? Pretty good, right? I thought it was okay. I am so close to having it memorized. It's just not clear enough for me to want to play it from memory and get like a good recording. Halfway finished recording of this thing to be what's lingering on my page all weekend. So I wanted a nice take. The next time I play it, I promise you it'll be from memory. It's really close. And then once I have that, I have the whole Morel Sonatina memorized. Boom. Alright, well, I think we can wrap this one up. I have to just go and edit, like, immediately after I'm done filming here, so. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. Oh, we're actually not doing too bad. I'm gonna be in bed by, like, 1, probably. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, I'll see you in the outro. Hey, well... If you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. Hey, want some shirts? I sell shirts. Did you know that not only do I make videos, but I also sell products? That's one right there. Boom. There's 4 more. That's what we got. And we got some stuff cooking for future merch drops, so be sure to look out for that. Get hype about that. What do you think it's gonna be? Whoa, who knows? Of course, if you want some guitar lessons, I'll teach you how to play anything you want, as long as it falls within the classical guitar repertoire, or at the very least, like anime fingerstyle arrangements. I'll teach that too, I guess. You have to buy them though. I'm not gonna buy them. What else we got? Comment questions, feel free to leave them. I answered a couple of them today. But, you know, if you leave comment questions and if they're good, I'll answer them in the chair, and that's kind of what this is. Okay, I need to go edit this video, so I'll see you tomorrow.